Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, this cutie is Nimue, and this cutie is Sammy, and today we are watching Severance Season 1, Episode 2. I am super stoked because the first episode was really strange and weird, and not at all what I was expecting for this show to be, but I think it introduced some really interesting ideas and themes that we're going to explore in the show. It definitely seems like a sort of mystery box of what is happening and how are we going to find out. Like, is Mark S. going to go to 499 Half Loop Road like PD told him to? How did PD integrate his memories when that's not supposed to be possible anymore? Like, what are the ethical and moral implications of this whole severance being severed thing? Yeah, just a lot of really interesting ideas and fun things to play with. And so I can't wait to get further into it and just slowly unravel the mystery, and I'm sure have lots of thoughts and opinions about what the heck is going on in this show. So, without any further rambling by me, let's get into episode 2 and see what else can get unraveled. Also, if you hear like a slight snoring, that's her. She's got allergies, so she breathes really heavy, but she's fine. Do not worry, she is fine. She has cool eyes. Sorry guys, I'm real bad with body horror stuff, I guess you could say. This is coming from somebody who has watched like 12 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, but I still can't. I watched Spartacus, I've watched very bloody things, but I hate it. I hate it. Okay, so they inject something into the brain. You know, that thing kind of looks like when I had my birth control in my arm, except for like in your fucking brain.
I'm trying to leave.
No. It's all part of the process.
She is trying.
You want to spin around and head back in? That should be that.
To leave, actually. Okay, so she had a conversation out there.
Hey there.
What the hell?
That's okay. Not a problem. Want to give it another shot? Maybe with a little oomph?
So I was right. The stairwell is like you're going out, so you're forgetting. Is she leaving now?
Hey, old timer. One day down.
Okay, yeah, so that was at the end of the first day. Oh, weird. I don't think this intro was last time. What the fuck is this intro? It looks like a prison jumpsuit when he steps into the office, no? I guess it's maybe pajamas. This is so weird. Oh, this is real fucking trippy. Why is he making that face? Oh, is he just gonna get rid of all the pictures of Petey?
A weekend just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I left.
Yeah, that's how nights and weekends feel here.
That would
Nothing.
be
You
horrible.
get used to it. I find it helps to focus on the effects of sleep since we don't actually get to experience it. You may feel rejuvenated or happy, less tense in the shoulders, spry.
So it's 9:05.
Yeah, they stagger the entries too so we don't meet on the outside. It's important apparently.
Y'all met last time.
So I guess we're not friends.
Guess not.
Well, I mean, you just met like a day ago. You wouldn't remember if you were friends, would you?
You'll note I've accrued an embarrassment of wealth in that regard.
Wow.
Correct. Each one of these, Finish file in the can.
So that's the highest award?
Percentage-wise, yes, but if we hit our numbers by quarter's end, one of us gets named Refiner of the Quarter, and that shit gets you a waffle party.
I'm sorry, a waffle party?
Okay, hazards on, Eager Lemur. I'm a deadlock for that this quarter, so don't get your hopes up.
What about Mark's crystal head cube?
That's not a prize, that's just something they gave him.
Ellie, could you flip on this console?
There's just weird prizes for work. Ammo.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
Each category of numbers presents in such an order as to elicit an emotional response in the refiner.
What?
Cat 1 numbers, for example, feel a certain way on sight. They'll be sort of disconcerting, scary.
Scary.
I know.
My job is to scroll through this spreadsheet and look for numbers that are scary.
It sounds dumb, and Mark said it dumb.
And he said
Are the
it.
numbers bloody? Do they chant?
Doesn't make sense till you see it, and it takes a while to see.
Well, then what do you
I
do?
just printed out the passage of the handbook on changing out group photos. Just might be good to peruse when you're between things.
Thank you.
Sorry.
He's very upset about having this photo taken away.
Am I trapped here?
Yes.
In what way?
Like if it turns out I hate this and I want to quit, is that an option?
And if you're really unhappy, you
say
can submit
no.
a resignation request with your outside self for review.
And good luck getting that approved.
They do tend to be rejected. Plus, you know,
How can you reject someone's resignation request?
well, since this perceptual version of you only exists at Lumon, I mean, quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
But she still exists outside.
No trust fall today, Herb.
Oh. Right.
Okay, Irving.
I guess I went home last night, but I don't know if home is a house or an apartment or if I live with a family.
I like to think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
Audi.
I'm sorry, Audis are...
They're us on the outside.
We saw yours yesterday in
Such
the
a,
video.
a weird.
Right, I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
So what you'll find here is that communication between selves is pretty curtailed.
So what if I write her a note?
Unfortunately, the elevators are equipped with something called code detectors. So messages can't be passed through.
They're like metal detectors for written symbols. A Lumon original, apparently.
That's right.
Why? Is that not concerning?
And seeing her here with you all, I'd say she most definitely has a family.
Okay. Creepy. I like work.
I broke protocol this morning.
Oh. Taking the pictures off the desk,
I
right?
was dusting the old group photos, the ones with PD, and it just made me feel sad. And I guess
I don't know.
worried that I won't be able to run MDR like he did.
That tracks, I have similar worries.
Oh, God.
So I
I don't know that you should
took them
admit
from the cubicles and put them in the storage closet, which
any
we're not
vulnerability.
supposed to do.
I recall this. I objected.
Thank you for telling me, Mark. I actually find your reaction sweet. Though, it is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for, say, Carol D.
Who's Carol?
But we knew Carol D was leaving beforehand. I mean, her Audi film to thank you. PD was just gone. And I mean, I don't know if he's at some new job or drunk on a beach or dead.
That's enough, please.
I don't think you're allowed to admit that kind of vulnerability. Mark S.
I think this is a good time to remind ourselves that things like deaths happen outside of here. Not here.
Well,
A life at Lumon is protected from such things.
well,
And I think a great potential response to that from all of you
what if someone died in the office?
is gratitude.
Yeah, Milchick's a nice man. When he says something, it's best to listen.
I don't care.
Because he can't always be nice like that.
Okay, refiners.
What does that
Let's
mean?
get this new group photo before the melon bloat sets in. Helly, what are you doing?
Oh, I just think I'm not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I quit. I
But-
don't want to do the file sorting thing, or the never seeing the sun thing, or the disappearing friends thing. I just don't want any of it.
I told you, there's code detectors.
Do you know that? Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds made up.
I think they already said you can't quit, so I think this is not going to be effective.
Ellie?
Good for her for trying, though.
Please, do not, no!
God, what's happening? Who is that? Oh, he looks angry.
Mr. Grainer?
Come on out.
Must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. Oh, sorry, this is Helly. Helly, Mr. Grainer.
Okay,
Yeah.
they said something about him. We don't like him
Yeah,
in the
so
last episode.
If Helly
so-
tripped the code detectors,
He's scary.
that one, it's on me. And I apologize for that, sir. Earnestly.
Big department chief now, Marquez. On you, then. Let's go.
What happens though? Break room. What the fuck is that? I mean, I know what a regular break room is, but that doesn't look like one. Is this his first date since his wife, or?
So you don't know who you work with or what you do or anything.
Yeah, that's the idea.
What if you snuck in a note?
Can't sneak notes.
So, like, you could have a girlfriend at Lumon and not know it. And if you met someone out here, you wouldn't know it in there.
I don't think you would have.
Like, you could get married and have kids and just forget they exist for 8 hours every day for your whole life.
I don't think you would have a
It doesn't
girlfriend
mess with your head.
at work, though. I mean, I guess, but
I think for some people, it's the point.
So do you live in Lumon housing?
Make it sound like dorms.
so it is.
No, I just meant
I
that
live
there's
in
like
Baird Creek, and yes, they happen to be subsidized by the company that employs me.
I knew it.
You folks have a moment for children's brain health?
We do.
Great. We're trying to get a measure on the ballot to keep megacorporations like Lumon from continuing to force legalized severance on our state.
They're forcing it now?
That's what they're lobbying for.
He is
And
so
Jane
drunk.
Egan is trying
Okay,
to
well,
sever
what
kids.
about the self-mutilating types that do it willingly? I mean, I heard that some of them are so deluded, they don't even know they're victims. I also heard that if you're severed, you go to 2 separate hells. Is that true?
Hey man, you want to benefit off forced labor?
Hey,
that's
man,
up, then that's up to you.
Forced labor? Fucking really?
Yeah.
Forced labor.
Really?
Okay, so people
this-
can just like
This is not
self-imprison.
a good
Are you captive right now?
first impression on a
No,
date.
seriously,
but
because your past self chose to walk you down here to be an infantilizing prick to people.
Severance is subjugation, asshole.
Oh, that's nice language for it. What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old? Are you even in high school yet?
yeah, this is
Come on.
this is not the best. Oh, he's still drinking. Good. He's gonna be real hungover when he tries to go to work tomorrow.
Still waiting
Those
for that
cookies?
third bulb to revive itself?
Oh,
just looking around his house?
Forgetting to change that.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Were you on a date?
The
Sort of.
card
Sister set me up with like her
that Petey gave
doula,
him.
or midwife. Didn't really feel like anything.
That does not look like a good cookie. I'm sorry.
Wow. These are magic.
Oh.
He does not like that cookie.
My late husband
He's
was
a
a
liar.
carpenter. And before he passed, he said he would start building us a house in the hereafter. And there would be a small guest apartment in the back, in case I found a new man before I got there.
Is she hitting on him?
So sweet.
Yes. He even drew blueprints, which I keep in my purse.
Okay. She's just spying on him, I'm sure, but she's going about it in a weird way.
How can I help you?
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Sorry, I'm just now calling.
Oh no. May I ask how serious it is?
Well, nothing bad, just very minor stomach event. Should be back tomorrow.
So he's skipping
I'm sorry.
work today.
I know your Annie will be sad to have missed the day.
Your Annie.
Feel better. Okay, Mr. Scout?
That's creepy. So is he going to 499?
Did he sound ill?
I don't know. He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
So they aren't severed, right? Oh, why is sludge happening? What the fuck is that? It was in the trailer, but what does it mean? What does it mean? Or not the trailer, the intro. Sorry.
No!
He was getting attacked by sludge.
I'm sorry.
Irving.
What does it mean? Is his brain like deteriorating? Somebody's using it. Is it Petey? Looks like.
Oh God, a 4.
Don't fuck around. I told you, you'll understand when you see it, so just be patient.
What even are these numbers? Like, do we even know what we're supposedly cleaning?
Yeah, what's your
My
job?
theory? The sea.
Like
The sea.
plastics from the ocean?
Yeah, think about it. Okay, if our Audis are up there severing their brains, shit must have gotten pretty bad. Famine, plagues, etc. So what is a desperate humanity
Okay.
to do?
Populate the sea?
Populate the sea. But first, they gotta send probes down to the sea to clean up all the deadly eels and shit, because we can't cohabitate with that. So we send the probes down, they send us the data coded, we sense what's eels, and then we tell the probes what to blow up.
Interesting theory.
This is the leading theory?
It's his theory. I don't know that it's a leading
Now,
theory.
Irv thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
But what is it? Like, what are we actually working on down there?
Nothing, I don't think.
I don't know. I thought without Severance it would make more sense, but they separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are. I've been mapping out the floor.
Oh, interesting.
I hid the original for you when I left.
Oh, fuck. Does it hurt to reintegrate his
You
brain?
okay?
Wonder if it kills him.
Sorry. Reintegration sickness.
Never heard of that one.
Because I'm the first dipshit that's ever had it.
Oh.
Plus, living in a cold-ass greenhouse doesn't help, but I can't go home.
No, they would know.
Okay, so what is it that happens down there that's so bad?
There's this room.
Okay. Is it the break room?
We go in there when we don't act right.
Uh-huh. Break room.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world, and I may attempt
him, right?
All I can be is sorry, and that is all that I am.
How does he have it?
You don't mean it. Again, please. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions but me.
Seems weird, but...
Fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's the break room.
Mm-hmm. I figured. But what... You just read something off of a piece of paper? That doesn't seem too bad. You know?
That piece hung in the perpetuity wing for many years.
I know. It broke my heart when they took it down.
It's better here. It's calming.
I'm Irving. Macro data refinement.
There's new ones coming next month. Best design yet, in my view.
Oh, wow. Now, that's all I'll be thinking about until then.
Irving?
So we didn't learn his name still, but...
Just relax your body and be open to the facts.
Okay.
Try to enjoy.
Do we think they tell them the truth?
Equally. These facts are not to be shared outside this room. But for now, they're yours to enjoy. Your Audi is splendid and can swim gracefully and well. I'm sorry. Please try to enjoy each fact equally and not show preference for any over the others. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining.
Points?
Please don't speak.
What?
Your Audi is skilled at kissing and lovemaking. I'm sorry. Please don't respond to any specific fact.
10 more points.
That's 10 points off.
I was just...
Please don't speak further, or all remaining points will be deducted and the wellness session will end.
This is fucking weird. Also, I just feel like it's just random shit they're saying. Like, you could say that to anybody and they would probably be like, okay, that's good, I guess.
I met the O&D department head.
Bert? I've met that guy. He's a fuck.
Bert.
You didn't tell him where we are, did you?
Bert's not a fuck.
That.
Yep.
Why is it,
You okay? Just fence off the bad data like I showed you.
Can you see the perimeter?
And bin it. Boom. Fucking refined.
All right, Helly. Hip, hip.
They were scary. The numbers were scary.
Weird.
And you can use the shower.
He brought him to his house? Oh my god. What the fuck's happening? Oh. Oh, it's part of the integration, right? His cells are trying to separate again?
Edie, you okay?
Daydream. I fell asleep amid the flowers.
I do not think that he is okay, actually. Okay, trying to wrap my head around what I think is happening here. I honestly have no idea. Like, Lumon has to be doing something shady, right? Like, otherwise it doesn't make sense to have the severance in the first place. But I don't know how. Numbers feeling scary and sorting them into different bins, like, I don't know how that even makes sense. And I also, like, based off what we've seen, I don't know how it would be top secret in the first place, because they don't even understand what their job is. Like, they have no frame of reference or context for what they're doing with these numbers. They're just putting them in different bins based off of how the numbers feel. I don't know how that could be a job that would require severance, because they don't even know the information that they're seeing. Like, even when they're there, they don't understand the information. That kind of baffles me, because it makes sense to me that you would have to do severance in a job where the information you're dealing with is top secret, like super secure. You need these people not to talk about it when they leave. Even if these people, like if Helly and Mark and Irving talk, and what's the other guy's name? He didn't do the little intro thing, so I don't remember. But if they all talked about it when they left, nobody would even know what they were talking about, because they don't even know what they're talking about. So how is that level of security necessary? Like, I very much don't understand. Obviously, I think that that's part of it, is that we're not supposed to understand yet, because we are the Helly and the Mark sort of in this situation, right? Like, we don't know what's going on. That's part of the mystery of the show. So, like, we're not supposed to understand what's happening or what's going on or anything like that. So, yeah. I do think it's very interesting that Baird Creek is Lumon housing, which I suspected. So they are using this housing development, this property, like they're giving it to these people to live on, and then also using it as a way to spy on them when they're not at work. Yeah? Like, I feel like that just makes sense to me based off what we've seen on the show so far. I am slightly concerned, though, knowing that, because Mark doesn't know when he's at home that his annoying neighbor is actually his boss at work, because, you know, the whole severed thing. So it's concerning to me that he brought Petey home, because, like, what if she saw? She was looking out the window. She very easily could have seen. So now he could be in danger. That's concerning to me. Also, what is happening to Petey? Is this integration? Because they said that it was permanent once they did the severance thing. So does that mean that if Petey is the first person to like somehow manage to integrate his brain back, then he's the first person dealing with whatever the consequences are? I'm sitting here worried that Mark is going to have like a dead body in his house soon, because we don't know what's happening to Petey. Also, does this mean that Mark is going to be at risk for that happening to him as well? Like, what is the impetus for this? Like, how does it work? Do you just remember and then that's how it works? Do you take the thing out of your brain? Do you even know that there's something in your brain? Like, to what level does Petey remember? And what was the inciting incident that made him start to or want to remember? You know what I mean? Just curiosity or something else? I also, I'm very confused by whatever is happening to Irving. Like, apparently him falling asleep at his desk, which he's done a couple times, and he's been there for 3 years, is code for whatever the sludge thing that was happening, that was creeping over the desk and onto him and stuff, which clearly was only happening in his mind. Is that, how long was Petey there? I don't remember. Is that something that starts to happen the longer that you've been severed? Is it a side effect? Is it the reason that people don't stay in this department forever, because they kind of get shuffled out because they start having consequences to whatever the severance thing is? You know? Also, I continue to feel like there is definitely a consent issue with the whole severed process, because there's the initial consent for it to happen the first time, but then once it happens, you no longer have the choice to leave, right? Like, Helly tried to leave. And then whenever she was in the stairwell, Mr. Milchner was convincing her that she wasn't trying to leave and helping her back into the thing. And then she tried to quit in this episode, and she wasn't allowed to. She was stopped on the elevator. So, like, they're not listening. Like, once you have this, you're in, and you cannot leave. Like, you cannot make a choice to leave. They will not let you. Which I also just don't understand, because she, at this point, knows nothing. So, unless there's, like, something else shady happening that they're also forgetting about, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand what's happening. Right? Like, I'm very confused. I'm also, like, I feel like they're starting to get suspicious of Mark because he called in sick, so they were obviously suspicious about that. And then also, he was too vulnerable. Like, he opened up too much in the little sharing is caring game, whatever it was. And then he was, I think, I don't know. Like, I don't think that he's supposed to have thoughts and opinions that don't align with exactly what they want him to think and feel, right? Like, I'm not sure. Also, can I just say, like, this sounds horrible. Like, would you want, like, just think about it. Like, I don't want to go to work every day and only ever remember living at the office. Like, that sounds horrible. Like, you don't have nights, you don't have weekends, you don't have a life. Your entire life is work because that's all you remember at work. Like, that sounds horrible to me. Like, would not sign up for that ever. Yeah. Even if you like your job, I feel like you need the sanity of remembering that you get to go home. That isn't your whole life, right? I don't know. I'm curious exactly what happens in the break room. We heard a tiny bit of a snippet, which, like, one sounded like Mark to me, so I don't know how Petey has it. Okay, I just got really paranoid, and I'm like, what if Petey is a plant by Lumon to test Mark? Like, I'm not saying that he's not integrated, but maybe, because he said he doesn't remember everything, maybe he doesn't remember that this is actually part of his job. Just a thought. Could just be me being paranoid, but also, it's really interesting the way that they frame everything to be innies and outies, which my only frame of reference before this is a belly button. But, like, in the wellness thing, when Irving went there and they're telling him all the outie facts, everything was very vague and surface level. There was no greater detail. Any of the facts could have been about any person. There was nothing that was specific to Irving, right? So, I don't know. And then whenever he reacted positively, he was in trouble, which is weird because they're trying to figure out how he feels. But I guess that's the whole thing, right? They don't want them to have thoughts or feelings. So if they're showing any great feeling towards one thing, that's bad. I don't know, it's just weird. And I think that's kind of what I have to say about this episode. I am super interested, and I can't wait to see, like, where we're going with this, because I genuinely have no idea. No idea. Couldn't tell you. I could barely tell you what I just saw because I don't understand so much of it. Anyway, if you guys are interested in watching the next episode where maybe something will be revealed, you can right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as while you're over there, you can watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and episode 1 and the next episode, I think, as well. Yeah, that is on Patreon. Again, it's linked in the description down below. Yeah. Also, Christopher Walken randomly popped up. So, that's fun. His name is Bert. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to watch more of this. So I hope that you guys are also excited to watch more with me. And yeah, until next time. Bye, guys. I just don't know what's going on.